when I realized that my work could inspire the sound of Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. I can't even describe how that felt, but I was happy. All those years, people said it was too odd, too strange, too technical. And suddenly, it was exactly what Hollywood's greatest dreamers wanted. I can still remember it as if it were yesterday.
Berlin, the late 1920s. A city on fire with change. Smoke from factories mingles with the perfume of revolution. Neon signs flicker against Art Deco facades. Poets argue politics over coffee stained with ink. Cabaret singers belt jazz until morning. And deep in the hum of this electric metropolis, something new is forming. Not on canvas, not on stage, but in the air itself. A sound no one has heard before, born not of wood or wind, but of wire, current, and imagination. At the edge of this frontier stands a young man barely 20 with a mind full of frequencies. His name is Oskar Sala.
I was born in 1910 in a small town in Thuringia, Germany. My father was a doctor, my mother a singer. Music was woven into the fabric of my childhood. I learned piano and organ early on, but I never wanted to just play. I wanted to understand sound. I wanted to control it, to bend it to my will.
In 1929, Oskar moves to Berlin to study physics. He meets engineer Friedrich Trautwein, a man who believes that sound can be engineered, built, programmed. Trautwein is developing a new kind of musical instrument, one that uses electricity to make tones. No strings, no reeds, just voltage and resistance. The instrument is called the Trautonium.
I didn't know what to expect when I touched it, but the moment my finger pressed down, it roared. I stood there, stunned. This wasn't an instrument in the traditional sense. This was a voice, a completely new voice. And I knew, instantly, that day I didn't just find a machine. I found my purpose.
Sala is mesmerized. This is more than an instrument. It's a language waiting to be written. He leaves physics behind, studies composition with Paul Hindemith, begins refining, expanding, reshaping the Trautonium.
Those early days with the Trautonium, they were filled with frustration. Nothing worked the way I imagined it. I'd spend hours soldering a circuit, only for it to hum with noise or stay completely silent. And back then, there were no manuals, no experts I could ask. We were inventing in the dark. I had left physics. I had no certainty, no clear path.
For the next 50 years, he builds, rewires, reinvents, not for the market, not for fame, but for the music inside him.
It wasn't just curiosity, it was conviction. I knew that this instrument could do something no other could. It wasn't just about music, it was about possibility.
And then, the breakthrough, the Mixtur-Trautonium. Its heart, a revolutionary idea, subharmonic oscillators. Instead of doubling a note, he divides it. Instead of building harmony, he invents dissonance, controlled chaos.
Friedrich, he was the one who made it sing first. We worked closely in those early years. We dreamed of what this machine could become. But then, Then came the 1930s. The political winds in Germany grew dark. Technology was suddenly expected to serve the regime, to follow orders. Friedrich, like many of us, found himself under pressure. The Nazis began to take an interest in everything, even music, even sound. The war swallowed so many things, and it took him too. After the war, he returned to civilian work, but he never came back to the Trautonium. I've never forgotten what he gave me. Without him, I would have never heard that first tone.
1951. Hollywood comes calling. Alfred Hitchcock is making The Birds, but he doesn't want violins. He wants terror, raw, unnatural, alive.
When I first met him, I was nervous. Of course I was. He had this quiet intensity, the master of suspense himself. He spoke very little, but every word felt deliberate. He watched me perform the sounds live, as if I were conducting invisible creatures in flight. He trusted me. That's what surprised me most. When we finished, he simply said, "This isn't music. This is pure psychology." To this day, I think it was one of the greatest compliments I've ever received.
Only one man, one machine, one vision. Sala is not just composing music. He is designing into the subconscious of a post-war world hungry for the future.
Sometimes I wonder, what if I had stopped? What if I had said, enough, when no one quite understood what I was doing? What if I had put it all away, gone back to studying physics, gone back to normal? The thought haunts me sometimes, because if I had walked away, the Trautonium would have disappeared with me. There were no others, no team, no factory, just me. But I didn't stop. I couldn't. It was like the future whispering to me. And now, all these years later, we're sitting in the studio, listening to those scenes, the battles, the tension, the darkness, pure, sculpted electricity, and that somehow it could still move people, make them feel.
Even in his final years, Oskar works daily in his studio, not to preserve the past, but to push further.
In the end, every struggle, every broken wire, every sleepless night, it was worth it. And maybe that's what creativity really is. Not genius, not talent, just the refusal to let go of the thing you love, even when no one else can see it yet.
Oskar didn't follow the rules of music. He rewrote them in voltage. He didn't perform notes. He invented new ones. Armed with a screwdriver, a soldering iron, and an unshakable belief in the unexplored, he didn't just build an instrument. He built a new way of hearing the world.